you just listen to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. It covers all the aspects of various techniques of our journalism.
This was the Ijaw country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools to make your academic education was at government college to Delhi. And
go gather, destroy their food. Make cultivated camp and that other camp, some more camp, you don't compensate everybody. But some of them
in its degeneration sometimes. Today our focus will be on the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point at more dancer.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. Lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after some of these earthly adventures and no more, one can still find footprints of these big lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.
We have the presentation of Raymond Eco-Jones of FOEPSUD presenting mitigation of greenhouse gas impacts through tree planting. So first I'll begin by getting a clue on what mitigation stands for. It's the reduction on how unpleasant or serious something is or something seems to be. We go to the greenhouse effect, which is a gradual rise in temperature of the Earth's atmosphere caused by an increase of gases such as the CO2, that's carbon dioxide in the air surrounding the Earth, which absorbs the heat from the sun. And we have the greenhouse gas, and jointly with the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse gas, those gases that are caused by the greenhouse effect, especially the CO2, methane and nitrous oxide, N2O. The cold climate, we see in a nutshell the problem we have with trees as the impact to this ozone layer issue. We see the way tree breathes, that's the way tree gets its nutrient, it's in a form of photosynthesis, which is a natural process by which the plant absorbs CO2, carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and when it absorbs, it gets digested and eliminates oxygen to the atmosphere back, and then now the carbon now being filled in the plant. And more often in the tropics and subtropics, we see that plants absorb more carbon dioxide from the atmosphere than in temperate zones. And in a forest where we have dead wood plants, there are more carbon stored in dead plants than the living plants. And so when we need to talk about trees, we need to plant trees to protect the ozone layer, so that when the trees are being planted, these trees will help to eliminate the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere that go up to destroy the ozone layer from the stratosphere. That's about, many people have said it, about from 10 kilometers to 50 kilometers above from the Earth's surface. So the advice that FOEPSUD is giving is that for tree planting, concerning this program, we should be able to sensitize people, because Cameroon is getting into a protocol that needs to stop the felling of trees, that needs to see how many, like what my colleague said on the people of Indian concerning the hierarchical farms, what they have done there. You see, if you get detail into it, the people are getting 500 francs a hectare. 500 per hectare for 1 year as their benefit. That is why they have strike, and a seminar was held in Yaoundé concerning that issue to stop hierarchical farms for getting into the exploitation to plant palms. Because there are funders that would prefer people preventing forests than people destroying forests to plant palms. So we see that tree planting is very essential and deforestation is a hazard. So we should all put in our head agroforestry is to get in trouble because people do indiscriminate felling of trees. They just fell trees, keeping away the fact of the economic potential of certain trees. And if you don't know the economic potential of trees, you will not know the value of that tree and what it can do to you, to all of us. So we should be able to get also to know about agroforestry, which is uplifting livelihood in many villages in Africa thanks to the crab who came in 1992. So for now, we have very short time. Other of my colleagues have said a lot, especially our presenter have said a lot about the ozone layer, much of which is in my presentation. So for now, I will stop there. And like I said, Raymond Etoms, the Director of Forest and Environmental Program for Sustainable Development and the resource person for agroforestry for Southwest for ICRAF, International Center for Research in Agroforestry. Thank you.
It has been Arrey.
Thank you very much.
And you just listened to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Covers all the aspects of various techniques of our general.
This was the Ijaw country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools. His major academic genesis was at the government college, Ujeli.
Go gather, destroy their food. With the camp and that other camp, don't compensate everybody. So
in its key generation sometimes. Today our focus will be on the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point Akmo dancing.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. Lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after some of these earthly adventures and no more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary lives.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.